What up, YouTube? About to start my next project on the 6-Oda. Gonna try to build a front bumper. So I got some metal, some scrap metal, got a pile of it. 1/4 inch, 6x6 square tubing is what I plan on building my front bumper out of. And I kind of got some drawings and some measurements written down on it, just with some chalk. I'm gonna show y'all that. So this is the metal that I got. You can see how thick it is. I mean, it's gonna be a hefty bumper. It's pretty heavy. I don't know if I could pick it up and bolt it on by myself, but this is what I got. So this will be looking from the front. This part right here will be cut out right here, and then this is where my winch would bolt to the top, and I'll cut this out and bevel it down and make this all flat plate across here. See my beautiful artwork cut. This is exactly in the middle, and these will not be cut. These will stay like they are, but this angle right here, I will cut this and make this angle come into this line right here. And then same thing for this line right here. So it will kind of have a little bit of a, and then this will just be squared off, and I'll eventually maybe tie in something else to the end if I ever want to put rock sliders or something. And then this is going to be the same thing with this side. But that's what my plan is. I know it kind of looks like a square too with a bunch of lines on it, but that's kind of my idea. So I'm gonna leave it drawn up like it is now before I make any cuts. I got some friends that'll be coming into town this weekend. I'm gonna get them to look at what I got, see what they think. I mean, this is simple, and it's simple with a little bit of angle in it to make it look cool. I eventually want to put bull bars going up on top of it, but we'll add in some time lapse of me cutting, because all I have is a grinder that's gonna be able to cut this. We're gonna make some changes real quick from the first part of this video. It's been a couple days in between. These parts are very hefty. I would love to keep them. They'll be very good for mounting to the frame of the truck. I'm just gonna cut this part off right here and move all of my measurements on this face instead of on this top side. And then I'll clean up by cutting this off. This will be gone, and we'll do the same thing with this bracket right here. I really think that these guys will just be stronger for mounting, and it'll kind of help pull straight instead of making the bumper pull down with the winch sitting on top of it. There will be black dust everywhere in here. But that's gonna be the next thing. Check out this time lapse. We moved all our measurements to the top because I want these to be mounted closest to the truck. And let's do a little game before I start cutting. Grinding wheels. How many of y'all think we're gonna go through? I got a pack of like 25. So I'm gonna guess 12. I'm gonna go a dozen to bumper completed, just cutoff wheels. Grinding wheels, we'll count those two. If we're doing cutoff and grinding, let's do 15. We'll do 15. But let's start cutting. it's chattering across the top of it. And I do not know why it keeps doing that. Damn, that shit crooked as fuck. Alright, we'll fix that shit with a welder. Still in there. Need to cut that better. Cut that. I need to cut this more too. All right. Go out. See what happens now. Hammer. I already formed it a little bit for you. What a mess. There's crap everywhere. Alright, so my plan now, I got one more line to cut down here on this bottom. As you can see, all of the black powder. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. But gonna bend these edges up a little bit more than that. And it's a little bent already. But we'll form this a little bit more later on. Got one more line to cut. Let me get that off there. Clean all of this up along here, and then cut down here on the other side. This shit is very sharp too. Cut this line right here. We should be good to start bending and making it all weld together. A lot of this is probably going to be me trying to weld and fill in some gaps where it may not sit perfectly. But for now, I'm gonna drink a beer because I can't feel my hands anymore after all this cutting. This was the worst part with the long cuts, but we'll get it going. Flip my table over. Need to bend this one a little bit more. That one's pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more water. I could grind some of that imperfection out of the cut to where it'll sit down more. Let's take some of this one. Yeah, I got some grinding to do. I'm probably gonna have to just cut where it'll sit more flush and then just redo caps to how this is cut. Let's see how that looks. All right, let's do some burning real quick. Oh, best hook flip. I don't claim to be the best welder. You can probably hear it and tell that I'm not, but that should hold. That should hold. Not the best. After hitting it with a brush, it's not that bad. There's a couple crappy spots. Right there's kind of crappy. But it'll get the job done. I think it will. That should work just fine. I'm gonna practice on my hood flips. Yeah. Just finished up the bumper. It's looking good. I got all my welding done for the middle part. I say finish my bumper. I finished the middle part. We're gonna have to do a second video, part 2, on the outer sides where they curve in. But check out how it's looking so far. That's my welds so far. This side's all the way welded down it too. Well, that's what I got. Look at how much dust is everywhere. I mean, it's all over my table. As far as cutoff wheels goes, let's count them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 just to do this middle part. That's ridiculous. Thank you guys for watching. Check out part 2 and we'll finish the sides of the bumper. And then we might even make a part 3 of mounting it. So stay tuned and check those out. Peace.